Let's suppose that you were able every night to dream any dream you wanted to dream.
What's today dreaming?
Woo! Alright, mic check 1, 2. I just recorded the opening segment and didn't work. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the alligator eating a mallard episode of Davedreaming. What episode is it? I honestly don't remember. 12, 13, 14, 15? I think we got up there. It's been a month. My sincere apologies. But anyways, check out this hat. Pretty fucking slick, right? My cousin threw it on my head for Thanksgiving and said, Merry Christmas. And so what I was thinking is at the end of each episode for the week, I would normally I'm wearing sunglasses, but today I'm not. Normally, I would, but I think at the end of each episode week, we will give away the hat and the shades to some lucky listener. So I'm trying to build my following. So I'd really appreciate it if you guys, at this moment, I mean, you've made it a minute in already. You know what they say, smash that like button, hit the subscribe, leave a comment. All that stuff helps me out tremendously. So, did everybody have a happy Thanksgiving? I certainly did. With the limited family, there's turmoil within the family, and I don't know what it is, a battle of he said, she said. But luckily, uh, my family, my 4-person, 8-legged family, was able to participate in Thanksgiving with the ones that we love, my mother, my stepfather, my aunt, my grandmother, obviously me, Katie and the kids, my nephew, Dominic and his girlfriend, and, other family popped in. It was short, it was sweet, it was lovely. But one thing I got to thinking about is I was watching a show where literally the entire hallway, dining room, living room, kitchen even, was filled head to toe with family, with relatives, cousins, aunts, uncles. And honestly, it kind of made me a little bit sad because that's the way it used to be for me. Um, but it's just not that way anymore. As I've grown older, I've realized I don't have to take shit from anybody, even if they are blood. Normally, your blood would stick up for you, would have your back no matter what. But in certain instances, that's just unrealistic nowadays, I suppose. So, everybody who had a lovely Thanksgiving, I am super happy for you. Like I said, I'm not saying mine was bad. It was great. I baked my first ever pumpkin pie. I put out my first ever recipe on YouTube, which you'll be able to catch at the end of this episode. Obviously, got to watch some football. Patriots weren't on there, but it was 3 pretty decent games, I must say. And that's what it's about. It's about getting fat and happy and watching football. That's us sleazy fucking Americans. And I don't know how it could get any better than that. The only way it would get better, is if the whole family was back together again. But unfortunately, it's just not working out that way. And I'm not going to let, that stand in the way of me being happy. I've done nothing wrong. I'm speaking my piece. I got nothing left to lose. So when somebody comes at me, my own blood, I have no reason to stand down. I have no reason to take people's shit that isn't true or things people get drunk and talk about and try to make their own reality. And it just is what it is. So love the ones that you have left. Because who knows when the rest won't be there for you. So I've been toying with this new idea for an intro. Finding famous quotes in the world that have to do with dreamers or people dreaming. The show's called Davedreaming. So, I plug in some Martin Luther King, scripture from Alan Watts. What else did we throw in there? One of the Kennedys talking about what the dream, I'm going to play this little clip for you. It's not little, it's 2 minutes long. It's way too long for an intro just to get three snippets about dreams, but I mean, it can be powerful if you're still looking to dream. And when I say still looking to dream, I don't mean in your sleep. Everybody's got dreams in your sleep. But what I'm talking about is what are your dreams? Like Martin Luther King Jr. I had a dream, so on and so forth. He had a lot of dreams. Oh, excuse me. If you actually listen to his whole speech, it is not a singular, I had a dream. Or, I mean, you could bring it back to Rush Hour, with Chris Tucker. I had a dream that white people and black people and even Asian people could get the same color chips. I mean, that's not really a dream either. It's just a hilarious fucking bit from one of my favorite movies, the Rush Hour trilogy. Doesn't really get much better than that. They don't even make movies like that nowadays. But so here's that piece. It's too long. If you guys have any suggestions about what I could redo my intro with about dreams, I would love to hear it. Hit it in the comments. Send me a DM, send me a video. But I'm gonna redo the intro.
I have a dream. My four little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream. This campaign came to an end. For all those whose cares have been our concern, the work goes on, the cause endures, the hope still lives, and the dream shall never die.
If you awaken from this illusion and you understand that black implies white, self implies other, life implies death, or shall I say, death implies life. Let's suppose that you were able every night to dream any dream you wanted to dream. Well, something is going to happen to me that I don't know what it's going to be. And you would dig that and come out of that and say, wow, that was a close shave, wasn't it? Then you would get more and more adventurous, and you would make further and further out gambles as to what you would dream. And finally, you would dream where you are now. You would dream the dream of living the life that you are actually living today. That would be within the infinite multiplicity of choices you would have, of playing that you weren't God. Because the whole nature of the Godhead, according to this idea, is to play that he's not. So in this idea then, everybody is fundamentally the ultimate reality. Not God in a politically kingly sense, but God in the sense of being the self, the deep down basic whatever there is. And you're all that, only you're pretending you're not.
I've been on a hiatus. I've been learning different video editing skills, trying to find a frickin' job. It's hard out there for an IT consultant nowadays. Like, I'm well versed in programming, web design, SEO, marketing, affiliate marketing, all of the above. Um, but nothing's panned out. I don't know. I also have a huge passion for cooking, and like I said, I'll share the easiest meal for your family ever, under 20 bucks recipe at the end of this episode. And I mean, honestly, if I had the funds, I would just hop right into cooking for people. I used to run Boondock Barbecue back in the day. I'm sure a lot of my listeners who are friends, family, foes even, probably attended one of those events. And I recently put it out there for my 20th, yes, 20th uh, high school reunion to offer to cook for them. Because I mean, that's what I do. It's something that I love to do for a large crowd. I mean, I can cook for a small crowd, but it's better to cook for 100 than it is for four. But anyways, when we're discussing something like that, that's obviously a dream of mine. I have some of the equipment ready to go, and I'm hoping to make that my reality one day. So hopefully you'll see Boondock Barbecue on the up and up soon, hopefully next year. Now, as far as the news goes in the world, they they should just call all of the news the bad news. It's got a ring to it. TBN. Maybe I'll start the TBN network and just report on literally everything that is bad in the world because we don't hardly ever get any good fucking news anymore. And it's a shame. A lot of the media outlets, they're bought up. They're run by what? Three or four major companies. And then you have your independent news sources that are absolutely killing it online. If you guys follow that type of stuff, like Tucker Carlson, Candace Owens, obviously, Joe Rogan, um, who should be the podfather, but he claims that he's not the podfather. There was an MTV VJ, I think, beforehand that started one of the first podcasts. But I mean, look at Tom Green had his TV show in his house. So there's just all the bullshit mainstream media that's still left. And I don't mean like left or right. I mean left as in still. But I don't know. The Bad News Network, that doesn't actually have that bad of a fucking ring to it, considering everything else is bad. Not everything else, but everything in general. But so, anyways, I just wanted to get an episode out there, let everybody know I'm still kicking, still doing the best I can. I hope you do the best that you can every single day. It's tough, man. Seasonal depression, holidays, it's fucking glamorous for some people, and it's an absolute horror story for others. And I fall somewhere right in between the middle. The nostalgia of being a kid at Christmas, still rings true in my head every day. Hard to replicate, that nostalgia when you're 40, but with the children that, we have, they always look forward to Christmas as every kid should. So hopefully I'll have a couple more episodes out for you by the end of the year. I'm working on new segments. I've been really working on shit behind the scenes. Hopefully getting the studio space all set up, and for 2026, let's just bring it. We're going to make the podcast fire. We're going to try to get some local guests slash celebrities on. Maybe talk a little local politics, even though nobody wants to hear that shit. But in your own region, it's kind of important. So with that said, I'm gonna give you that super simple recipe to feed your family: chicken, broccoli, Alfredo, egg noodles. Frickin' bomb. Under 20 bucks. Feed your entire family. So check that out. Order some soji soap if you want to try some good fucking soap. And I'll see you guys in a week. Adios. Thing is, normally I don't do this stuff. My uncle Frank had reached out to me. His mother and father-in-law have had a catastrophe happen within their home. Their septic blew up and started backing up into the house. So I'm sure that can paint a pretty shitty picture for you. Pun intended. Sorry, I can't help myself. I keep saying that. But in all honesty, I mean, this guy served 1960 to 1964 as a Marine. They've lived at the same house for 55 years. They've set up a GoFundMe page that I'm going to put in the link. Anything that you guys can do. I mean, I know times are rough for a lot of people, but even just sharing the GoFundMe link, to help get the word out there, they're going to reach out to their local VFWs and any other organizations that they can. But if you could find it in your heart this holiday season to consider donating, even the most small amount is going to help go a long way. They run the Franklin County, no, not Franklin County, Turner's Falls tag sale page on Facebook with thousands and thousands of followers in their group. I'm sure if you're selling something on Facebook Marketplace, you've been on that group. So please just consider, helping them when a family is struggling in a time of need. I mean, they're literally using a porta potty, and winter has just begun. We're expecting snow, storms, and they need to raise $40,000. So like I said, I will put a link in the description of this video, and if you can find it in your heart to help them out, please do so. And that will conclude our episode. Except for these ads.
Step out of the chaos and into the world of Soji, where genuine moments and quiet reflection begin in the shower. Born from the friendship of two souls burnt out by the city life, Soji's natural handmade soaps draw inspiration from the tranquil spirit of a hidden Tibetan lake. Imagine jade waters under sapphire skies, filling every lather with the gentle power of organic ingredients that cleanse, hydrate, and revitalize tired skin after long days. Each bar transforms an ordinary wash into a peaceful ritual, melting away stress while renewing body and spirit. Let every shower with Soji become a welcome home for skin, for soul, for your most authentic self. Your journey to glowing, refreshed skin starts now. Simple, mindful, unforgettable. Soji. Order now at davedreaming.com/soap. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Join me at Stake. Are you sick of the ordinary casino or gambling companies in apps? Do you want a free dollar every day to use on poker, casino, sports, or classic gambling games such as Keno? Head on over to davedreaming.com/stake. Whether you deposit stake coins or use their free gold coins, you can still redeem a free top-up of 1 stake coin per day, which is $1. When you reach 50 stake coins, you can cash out to your favorite payment methods, such as your debit card, PayPal, Venmo, etc. I like to throw a few cents each day on a couple games of Keno with my free dollar. So meet me on over there, davedreaming.com/stake. STAKE.